Hello everybody, how are you guys doing on this fine morning? Oh, I just realized Stanley's not over here. Stanley, come over here. Okay, there we go. There's Stanley. Okay, how are you guys doing today? I had cereal this morning, so that's why I made the question of the day, what's your favorite cereal? I don't know, I was bored. But yeah, today is Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. Today's Thursday. I'm stupid. I can't keep track of my days, apparently. But yeah, welcome to the stream. I'm just going to be continuing building this station for Maverick. Yeah, that's about it. So, yeah, hope you guys are doing good. Remember to like the stream for a cookie. If you leave a like, then you get a cookie. And also, you can join the Discord to chat if you want. But yes, here's the cookie for someone who likes. Okie dokie, I'm gonna work on I'm gonna try to finish the station today so that way in the next stream I can actually, start working on the, whatchamacallit, the actual layout, the track. That would be ideal. Here's another cookie. Okay, anyways, time to begin, I guess. I'm gonna start, cause the exit path is weird. Yeah, I'm gonna do the exit path first. If I can place blocks, that'd be nice. You are quite welcome for the cookie. More cookies coming in. What do I think of the... ironically, that was actually the last question of the day. For the last stream, I did, the question was, what are your thoughts of Dr. Diabolical's cliffhanger? And yeah, I think it's really weird that Six Flags is finally working with B&M again.
I think it's great.
Oh, hi, Hindi. How are you doing?
What's up? Good, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm tired. Also, hello, GeForce Thrills. Ah, yes, cookies. Oh, I need more cookies out. Okay, there. And another cookie. I've been literally doing this since, like, the Tatsu streams. Like, when I started building Tatsu, I've literally just been spamming cookie emojis whenever someone likes. But yeah, anyways, like I mentioned, the plan for this day, or today, I'm gonna try to finish the station. I'm not gonna work on the queue until I'm done with the ride. The queue will come later, because that's just gonna take a long time. But until then, I'll at least have the station done. And then I'll start working on the layout, which will probably be the interesting part, I guess.
The queue is always the most boring part of building for me.
It depends on the queue. Some queues aren't that bad. Like, some are actually cool to build, but then other ones are just, like, really tedious. Like, i305's queue, I didn't even stream build that one. Like, I just built it on my own because it was so, like, uninteresting.
Yeah.
And then Tatsu's queue, I already had finished because I don't know if you guys remember, but I started Tatsu on the Xbox 360, and then I never finished it, and then I finished it like 3 years later on PC.
Yeah. Tatsu's queue, the only thing really interesting about it is it kind of climbs up that hill, but other than that, there's not much to it other than Taki's advertisements.
Exactly. Someone said, did anyone realize that Dr. Diabolical was DC? I didn't actually know that until someone pointed out to me. Because someone suggested that the new Raptor going to Magic Mountain might be Dr. Diabolical. Because, Six Flags generally likes to do that. Like, they'll put in a bunch of... Because they put in a bunch of Harley Quinns and a bunch of Jokers, like, all at the same year. So, like, they might do that. We might get another Dr. Diabolical.
Six Flags over Texas, I think it is, has 2 Harley Quinn rides with the exact same name in the same park.
Wait, what is it? Like Harley Quinn Spin Sanity or something?
I think it's Harley Quinn's Insanity. It's either Harley Quinn's Insanity or Harley Quinn Chaos Coaster or something like that.
Well, the only Chaos Coaster is the one at Discovery Kingdom, I think.
That one got removed, I think.
Yeah, it's on the way out. It was announced to be removed. Which is
Isn't that
sad.
the Skyline?
Yeah, it's the Skyline one.
New record of lowest lifespan of a coaster
No, I
in
think.
America.
Oh, I was gonna say because Ring Racers.
It was only operating for like what 4 or 5 days.
Ring Racer?
Yeah,
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
crazy.
And then Harley Quinn, I think operated only like a year and a half ish because it was down for like most of its life.
I wonder if Tidal Twister is gonna get removed.
No, because Skyline actually said that they're working to keep Tidal Twister in operation. I don't know if that's what SeaWorld wants to do, but that's at least what Skyline said.
I see.
But yeah, I highly doubt any major parks are going to purchase a Skyline attraction anymore. I know they're working on another one at like some other park in some different country. I forgot what it was called though, but yeah, they're doing like another Sky Warp. I don't know how they mess it up so badly though. Like, how does it not work? It's literally just a Larson loop, but with extra steps.
With RMC track, pretty much.
Yeah, I don't see how it's like any more technically advanced than a Larson loop. They should honestly just ask Larson to help them.
And then it wouldn't break down.
That's something I
Exactly.
never thought I would hear. But
That
here
statement.
we are. Yep.
Yeah, asking Larson for help. I mean, apparently Tidal Twister was made by 3 different manufacturers, RMC, Skyline, and GCI, so it wouldn't have hurt to also ask Larson.
Wait, what did GCI do with it? I can understand RMC because of the track, but
For Tidal Twister, they made the platforms that rotate.
oh,
That's what I was told, because I had that same question.
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, but GCI
Isn't-
didn't really do anything like to the actual coaster.
Isn't Chaos Coaster and Tidal Twister supposed to be very rough somehow?
I don't understand how I mean, it's gotta be the trains, not the track, because it's literally just Raptor track.
Yeah,
I haven't ridden Tidal Twister yet, so I don't really know.
Yeah, I haven't ridden
ridden
either.
either of them.
I went to Discovery Kingdom, but of course when I went, Harley Quinn was like in a long-term closure already. And then it reopened like a few months later, and then it closed again. So, I don't know how Taylor got to ride it though. Oh well.
You just have to get really, really lucky.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too upset about it, because like, they also have a Larson loop in the same park. And so I wasn't, I was just curious, like I just wanted to try it, but like, I wasn't like, oh man, I'm not gonna get to ride it, oh well.
Alright, now here's the real question. Is
Yeah.
it a credit?
I don't think so. I mean, if a Larson loop isn't a coaster, then there's no way the Skyline things are either.
Yeah, I consider it a flat ride.
Cause like there's no use of like, cause for coasters they have to have a portion, like a significant portion in which the ride heavily relies on gravity. These things don't rely on gravity at all. They're powered the entire way through.
Well, I think I heard it, like, it disconnects from the power for like a second or
Yeah,
something.
but like that's not
literally
very.
just a second.
It's not really significant though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not even the slightest bit significant.
Yeah, it's like you look
I
at
don't
any
really
other
think
like
so.
real roller coaster. It's like they need gravity. Like once it leaves either its lift hill or its launch, it literally has to have gravity to get the rest of the way through. That's
Yeah.
what makes it a coaster. Okay.
Drop towers.
Yeah, drop towers are that's. I mean, I don't really know because some people are like, oh yeah, drop towers are roller coasters, but then again, it's like then what makes it why is it called a drop tower then and not a roller coaster?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And also, like, the drop towers, like, Guardians would not be considered a coaster because they use a cable or something.
yeah, that thing's powered the whole way through. Because that's the thing, most drop towers are. Because, like, all the SNS turbo drops, those are actually powered. Like, they don't actually drop you, they just, like, lower you. Or launch
Yeah.
you.
But I'm pretty sure like the Intamin drop towers, those are all. Like,
Yeah, those are
free fall,
gravity, but, like. I don't know.
I think I remember hearing something about there being a drop tower with no brakes somewhere
Oh,
in
yeah.
Utah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the air
SNS
compressed one, yeah.
I don't know how that's even safe, but
Physics. Physics make it safe, I guess.
yeah.
Someone asked what's Maverick. Maverick is a roller coaster at Cedar Point that is incredibly intense. Someone says they think the new Raptor is Shazam. Yeah, that was one of my predictions too in my video, talking about the Raptor. Someone said which skyline is being removed, the one at Discovery Kingdom. Medusa at Discovery Kingdom has no more talkie steaming. I didn't even know that had talkie steaming until someone told me. Because, like, I went to Discovery Kingdom in 2019 and like, I didn't pay attention at all. Discovery Kingdom is your home park and you rode Harley Quinn once and it sucked, lol. Yeah, get a drop tower. Well, the only problem with Discovery Kingdom, though, is that they have the height restriction, so you can't really get anything cool. Like, in terms of drop towers. Unless you get, like, one of the small turbo drops.
They need to get the smallest one possible.
Someone asked, when's the Magic Mountain Raptor being announced? I believe it's being announced on the 16th, because that's National Coaster Day, and I'm pretty sure that's when Six Flags in general is doing their coaster announcements, or new edition announcements. So that's my guess. Okay. Oh, so this doesn't actually go... Oh, this is weird. Okay, hold on.
Dang, freaking Glenwood Canyons is getting
Oh yeah,
what looks like a Gerstlauer.
Yeah, they said it's a Gerstlauer. 2022 is going to be a good year, because that's probably when all the new SeaWorld coasters are going to open.
Hopefully.
Yeah. The only one I could see maybe not opening, it just depends on what happens with the vaccine, but Emperor.
Nah, because I'm pretty sure, because SeaWorld is, like, back to full, pretty much. Like, all the California parks have recovered, for the most part. So, like, I don't think we'll see any delays there. Well,
If that's true.
honestly, West Coast Racers delay doesn't even seem like a delay anymore.
Oh no, I completely forgot about that after SeaWorld.
Yeah, everyone did. The funny thing, too, is that Texas Stingray was announced at the same time as the rest of them, but everyone completely forgot about it, because it opened before COVID, yeah.
I don't know what to think about Texas Stingray.
I don't know, I might be riding it next year.
It might have the best GCI drop, but I'm not sure.
We'll definitely won't have the best drop on a wooden coaster, because El Toro's drop is insanity.
Oh yeah.
That's true. I think the drop looks good on Texas Stingray, it's just the rest doesn't look that great to me.
I haven't even looked at the layout, to be honest. Someone said, I hope we get a Raptor to replace Kong. Hey, no, Kong is the best Vekoma in the park. I actually really like Vekoma SLCs. They're really good.
Wait, do they even have another Vekoma?
Yeah, they have a Boomerang.
Oh.
And then they also have a
Yeah,
Vekoma... Oh, no, wait, no, I don't... No, Discovery Kingdom doesn't have a Vekoma Junior, never mind.
I have a feeling SLCs, like, whenever I do get to ride one, since I might go to Discovery Kingdom next year and ride Kong, I feel like it's gonna be really overhated.
I really like them. Like, they're really powerful. They're very intense. And they're really
that's what I was thinking.
and like here's the thing, if you like aero loopers and you don't mind their roughness, then it's the same with the SLCs. Like the roughness is about the same on an SLC as on a aero looper.
The only thing I'm somewhat scared about an SLC is the restraints.
The restraints are bigger, but like at the same time the rides aren't that rough. Like it's just because the restraints are so like big that because they're a little rough, if you hit your head you might just end up hating it. Which, if you just keep your head forward, or if you're just taller than the restraint, then it's really not that bad.
I see.
When I went on Big Apple Coaster with the old trains, like before they got the new ones, I thought it was super overrated, like it wasn't even that bad.
Me too. I don't know if you know what the Scream Lantern First Kong alliance is, but yes, Big Apple was part of that. I really like
I
Big
want to
Apple.
ride the Big Apple Coaster, but the price of it scares me away. It's like $20 to ride it.
Yeah, it's worth it if you like want to get the experience, but like I wouldn't go multiple times.
Yeah, there's no way I would ride it more than once.
Like unless you really like it, then do it. But like other than that, it's honestly just a one and done. Not because it's bad, but just because it's expensive.
Well, next time I go, I want to try the new trains.
Yeah,
I mean,
me
I already
too.
know what they're like, but still.
Yeah, I want to try it with the Skyrocket trains. Let's hope it doesn't derail.
Buffalo Bills should just tear down Desperado and replace it with Speed the Ride.
I really want them to fix it.
What's up, Journey?
Oh, hello, what's
What's
up?
up?
Hello.
Have you guys seen like the Gerstlauer going to Colorado?
Yep.
Yep.
Isn't that the record breaker?
Oh, I completely forgot about that. I mean, what's record
I'm
breaking
pretty
about it,
sure.
though?
It's the highest elevation coaster, I believe, and
Oh,
it's the longest free fall drop in the West Coast. It's something.
okay, that's
stupid.
stupid. I was gonna say that's
Yeah.
such a stupid record,
Let's
but
call that a record breaker.
I mean,
we were expecting so much more.
it's like Cedar Point with Valraven. Tallest dive coaster, longest drop on a dive coaster. Okay.
It's like the most stupid record ever.
It's like this is literally just the same exact thing, just
Well,
phrased
Cannibal,
differently.
I don't think Lagoon even advertised it as the steepest and tallest beyond vertical drop in the U.S.
Yeah, wasn't Cannibal the steepest in the country at the time?
Yeah, and it's still the tallest beyond vertical drop too, I think, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really pay attention to records. I mean, Magic Mountain still tries to think that Full Throttle's the tallest looping coaster. That record got beaten in like 2015.
Oh yeah, by Flash.
Yeah. Let's see if this looks good. So I'm currently working on the exit path. And then once I do that, I'm going to do the roof, and then I'm going to just work on the layout. Because this is driving me crazy.
Tallest dive coaster, longest drop on a dive coaster.
Yeah, and then they just built Yukon Striker like the year after or something, or 2 years after. Does this go all the way to the ground?
It would be kind of funny if they still advertised it as the tallest dive coaster.
Even though they literally Cedar Fair beat their own record.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Even Six Flags beats their own record sometimes, like Lex Luthor and Zumanjaro.
Yeah. I wish Zumanjaro and Kingda Ka could run at the same time.
They do.
Yeah, they
Wait,
can
they
now.
do?
Yeah,
can.
they changed that, or New Jersey said started allowing it recently. That was like this year. In fact, I actually got
allowing
it.
it.
Yeah, I actually got a duel on them.
That would be so scary, but at the same time, that would be awesome.
It was cool because I unfortunately wasn't able to get a duel riding Zumanjaro, but I did get one on Kingda Ka. Like I was on Kingda Ka and we went around at the exact same time as Zumanjaro. You could literally look over like while you're dropping and see Zumanjaro right there. And then on Zumanjaro, Kingda Ka goes so close to you. Same thing with Sunday the Ride and Lex. They're like right there.
Didn't I know, didn't it stunt pile's like wheel fall off?
Stunt pilot?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know anything about stunt
What
pilot.
hasn't happened?
So many
There
things
we
have
go.
happened this year. Jersey Devil Valley
The only-
again.
The only thing we know about Stone Pilot is that it's likely going to be better than Jersey Devil.
Yeah,
I mean, I like Railblazer more than Jersey Devil, so.
This is, and I just posted the picture in Pics and Vids.
Oh, let me see. Well, this just happened. Wheel fell off, hit the protective screen above. Imagine, like, being afraid of a roller coaster and then finally, like, braving up to ride it, and then that happens.
And then you see that.
It's like your family's there, like, don't worry, it's not that bad. Just comes out of nowhere.
It's decoration. Don't worry about it.
It's like it's supposed to do that. Yeah, that's got to be so sketch. Cause like most people, like I don't think they realize that it's not that big of a deal. But like some people are like actually freaked out when that happens. You know, the funny thing is the exact same thing happened on Smiler, before its accident. A wheel fell off.
Oh,
And then a
yeah.
few months, or it was like a few months or a few years later, then it had its collision. I mean, Stunt
Yeah.
Pilot's gonna pull a Smiler watch. It's the early signs.
But I believe like this is just what I've heard from people, but they're saying like RMC just shut down their like Raptors again. Some of them.
Again?
Yeah, because of that.
Wait, how recent was this?
I believe the wheel popped off yesterday from what I've
Oh.
heard.
Okay, because I was gonna say they already shut down the Raptors, at least Jersey
Oh.
Devil and. Well, because that was a few weeks ago, because they closed Jersey Devil and Stunt Pilot for inspections, and then they reopened them. But that was like a few weeks ago. And that was on behalf of RMC's request.
Yeah, I'm behind on like all the accidents.
Yeah, I mean,
Like stuff.
so far nothing like really bad has happened. Like no one's died and no one's lost any limbs.
Yeah.
Oh,
only
except for Voyage. I forgot about that one.
In Adventureland, the
Yeah.
kid in the boat ride. I mean,
Oh,
Was
Oh, the
Voyage,
forgot about
Rapids.
that one too.
is Voyage even an accident though? Like it.
Yeah,
it
that wasn't the
wasn't
ride's fault, but like,
anything-
Yeah, it was some medical thing, I think.
well, I mean, she got elbowed, and I assume she wasn't in the best health condition to handle being knocked out while riding a coaster like that.
right. My brother
Even though
also
from
Steel Vengeance.
Wait, what'd you say?
My brother elbowed me on Steel Vengeance
That's
during the 0
crazy.
and it
I
really
didn't
hurt.
ask. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
does
dude,
hurt.
that stall thing, it literally, like, if you don't see it coming, you'll literally smack into the person next to you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's so crazy. I love
hurt.
it. Yeah, because
on the side of the head.
I rode it with my sister, and the exact same thing happened. But then, yeah, because when you ride it by yourself, then, you know, obviously you won't, but, like, you'll still get snapped around.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve is a different breed. I don't know how Steve hasn't fallen apart either.
Didn't it like aren't people like a rumor that its wheel popped off or something?
No, a drive tire popped off, and that was on opening.
Like it was in Costume's thing. I couldn't find anything on it, but he said apparently like a wheel fell off.
I don't know about an
weeks
actual
ago.
wheel, but as far as I know, nothing has happened with Steel Vengeance ever since opening day. Because I know on
Yeah.
opening day, that's when all of its accidents happened. That's when it had the train collision, that's when the hot sauce thing happened, and that's also when the drive
Right.
tire thing popped off.
Right.
And that was like opening week or something.
This didn't really have much to do with the ride, but was that also the day that the phone rule was enforced or something?
I think that was a little bit
Before the new
after.
lockers?
Yeah, that was a few
Yeah,
weeks
probably.
later, I think. I'm not sure though. I cannot
Steel
confirm.
Vengeance just looks crazy.
Steve is a different breed. Like it's like
Yeah.
it's just so much. It does too much to you. It's crazy.
Like, it could be the best coaster in the world, but I don't know for sure.
That's exactly what I thought. Because I'm like, so many people call it the best roller coaster ever. And so I'm like, there's no way this thing is actually that good. But then I rode it and I'm like, yeah, this is the best coaster ever.
It's like DC Rivals in Movie World in Australia I could see it beating it out.
People are saying Velocicoaster is the best coaster ever. And I'm like, I don't know.
I'm not sure
I
about
don't
that.
know about that one, Chief.
Yeah. I don't think it's necessarily the best. I think it could be like more fun, I guess, but
Best
not the
experience.
best.
It might be the best in Florida or the best in
Yeah.
Universal.
I think what's Iron Gauzy is better. Iron Gauzy Opens will probably be better than
I think
Velocicoaster.
Yeah, definitely. But I
I
doubt
think
Iron
Iron
Gauzy can.
Gwazi looked.
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't think Iron Gwazi looks that great.
I was gonna say Iron Gwazi does not have that much airtime, like or quantity wise. Like there's not that many hills.
Right.
It has so much speed through the final brake run. Like it just ends abruptly. I feel
And
like they
then
could have done
aren't there-
more.
They're getting like later trains to. They're trying to slow it down, is what I've heard as
Yeah,
well.
they should just add trims then. Or they should
Trim
just...
the drop.
Or-
No, don't do that. But yeah, I don't think Iron Gwazi has potential to be better than Steel Vengeance, to be honest.
Oh no.
There's no way.
Yeah,
I
I'd
just
say it's mid to upper tier RMC.
yeah, because like Steel Vengeance just is so relentless. Like there's so many airtime moments, but Iron Gwazi is kind of limited.
Well, is it really that? Because I've heard some people say that Steel Vengeance is so good because it has a lot of airtime, but it's like all floater though. So
No, it's like
yeah,
the
I didn't get like much.
it's the only floater you'll get is on the first 2 giant top hats. That's like the
Yeah.
only floater. The rest
Yeah,
is
that's what I
just
was thinking.
ejector.
It's
It's
like all the other hills looks like all ejector, but they're saying it's floaters. So I'm like, what? I'm
no,
confused.
it's just salty thuzies that are trying to be different by saying that Steel Vengeance isn't that good.
The only coaster I think looks better than Steel Vengeance in America right now is Lightning Rod.
I would say that too if Lightning Rod was running at its 2016 speeds. But like they slowed it down so much, I just like looking at the more recent POVs, it just seems like it crawls. Like the wave turn, it literally barely makes it through. It's so
Yeah.
slow now. So like I don't think Lightning Rod's gonna be as good as it used to be. Which kind of sucks for me, cause like now when I go ride Lightning Rod, I'm gonna know that it's not as good as it used to be.
I wonder if
I
people
heard
that
some people
rode-
say that it just looks slow in the POVs, but I don't know.
I mean, it's literally slower. Like they slowed down the launch speed and they made it crest the top slower, so it's like physically running slower because of the wear and
I-
tear.
I wonder if that's what people think about like the original Beast that like didn't have trims.
Oh yeah, Beast. I actually really liked Beast even with the trims. Like, I know the
Oh,
trims
yeah.
hit
Oh,
really hard, but like even still, it's still a good ride.
I just can't imagine it without trims.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like it'd be too much.
Yeah, I don't know if I would like that. Because
Yeah.
like the part before the second lift hill,
Cookie.
like that part is pretty fast. It feels like you get a lot
Yeah.
of lateral and whatever.
Imagine if Son of Beast was still here and didn't have trims with its vertical loop.
Imagine if Son of Beast was made by CCI or GCI.
I was gonna say, imagine if literally any other wooden coaster company built Son of Beast, it would probably still be here.
Yeah.
And there's no way they would RMC it.
Terrible job.
If they could have waited later too, they could have gotten a gravity group soon.
Also, if Son of Beast was still here, I bet you they would have made Steel Vengeance taller.
Oh yeah.
Because think about
That's
it,
true.
because they would have wanted to make it like the tallest, like hybrid or wooden coaster ever. So Steel Vengeance would be even better.
Or it just wouldn't have been built. Hopefully that's not what they would have done though.
And what if RMC just never existed?
That would be sad.
GCI Titan Track Mean Street.
To be fair, the Titan Track would never have been made if it wasn't for RMC.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Titan track just doesn't look that good, I guess.
It's literally just GCI's attempt at being RMC. Like they should just stick to
Exactly.
their wooden coasters.
It's just like, I don't know. It's just off-brand RMC.
Yeah, the
I
only
don't have anything to say about it because they haven't built anything with it yet.
yeah they did
is-
that one coaster at the Fun Spot Park. I think I forgot what it was
White
called.
Light.
Lightning.
Oh yeah,
Wait.
White
Yeah,
Lightning.
White Lightning.
And it was
But
just a
they
small
only
section of
reached,
track.
like-
Right.
Yeah, so like I don't think that's really enough to really know.
Right. But like, I just can't see it being like RMC good, where they can make it do basically anything.
Yeah,
The
probably
only
not.
way I could see it being better is if they get more ambitious with the inversions, because right now the only inversions RMC really uses are the 0G roll and the stall.
They have one dive
I-
loop.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but-
true.
They can do more. It's just hard to find, like, if you're eye boxing, or like iron, like just giving it the RMC treatment. It's hard to find elements you could turn into dive loops, or like
Yeah, that's true.
like
Yeah.
most elements on old woodies, you can't really just turn into dive loops.
Yeah, you know, Alan Schulke literally even said that vertical loops are completely possible. He just doesn't want to do them because vertical loops are too like typical.
Yeah,
They're everywhere.
I get that.
That's true.
I'm kind of.
But like, I kind of want to see it though. Like, imagine a vertical
Yeah.
loop on a hybrid coaster.
That
Yeah, I
would
want to
strange.
see
That
that
would-
as
that'd
well.
be
That's the
weird.
only reason.
Son of beast. I mean,
The
it wasn't
best-
hybrid,
Yes,
but
son of a.
Yeah, but no, I'm talking about like an
That part
RMC.
RMC with Schwarzkopf style loops.
Yes.
Ow.
Oh,
Ooh, another cookie.
and
Someone
they
said
thought
that
you
the-
got stapled bad right now.
Someone said they're gonna go ride Velocicoaster next year. Yeah, me too. Hopefully, maybe.
I'm going to in like the next 4 years. Or
Oh, hello,
something.
yes.
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 Yeah.
I'm going to never.
Eventually, alright. I'm looking more forward to Pantheon, though. I really want to ride Pantheon. I got to see it in person, and it just looks so good.
Yeah.
And then there's Icebreaker, the one SeaWorld coaster that no one really cares about.
Mm-mm. And then Emperor.
No, only SoCal people care about Emperor. No one else really cares.
Yeah.
The only reason I care about Emperor at all is because that's probably the only dive coaster I'll get to ride in a while.
Have you been to Knott's?
It's
Or did-
not a dive coaster; it's an infinity coaster.
Well, I mean, it's
But
just because it's
Erie's
not
close.
made by B&M doesn't mean it can't be a dive coaster. Like, because B&M,
Yeah.
just because B&M made the first dive coasters and like they're known for making dive coasters doesn't mean other people can. Like, think about it. Like, SLCs are still inverted coasters just because they're not made by B&M.
Well, and also, B&M Gigas are still classified as hypermodel, but
Right.
Yeah, and like, think about that too. Like, the B&M Hypers, those are called hypercoasters, but B&M didn't even make the first hypercoaster. Aero did. Intamin makes hypercoasters
true.
too. It's just a classification, so... I mean, if they want to call it a dive, then they can call it a dive. It still has the same qualities. It stalls you, and then it puts you down a steep drop. I feel like that's what makes it a
like
dive.
a B&M dive coaster. I probably
yeah.
should have started that.
And to be honest, like, I kind of like hang time more than the B&M dives, because I can't speak. The problem with the B&M dives, though, is that you don't really get any, like, snap going over the drop, because it stalls you, like,
Oh yeah.
over it. So with hang time, it stalls you before you go down the drop. So when it releases you, you actually get really good airtime going over.
And the
I
lap bars.
swear.
How was
Yeah,
the
and
back
lap bars.
row on- How was the back row on dive coasters?
It's good, but like back row and hang time is killer. Like it's
Oh, yeah.
insane. I love
it just
hang
has a
time.
rattle, though.
Yeah,
I
it's
swear.
weird. Hang time sometimes it's glossy smooth and sometimes it has a rattle. Either way, I still love it. It's my favorite ride at Knott's.
It's still down.
Yeah, it's still broken.
I was literally at the park when it just died. So
Yeah, I
that
go
was sad.
every time I go to work. I check on it and it's still down.
What? Oh, sorry, go.
I'm only speaking for Valraven here, but like, I haven't ridden in back row. I've only ridden front and middle. But the like hang over the drop, I swear it's just relaxing.
Yeah, it's like it's not scary or intimidating. It's just kind of like
Right.
a suspenseful moment, and it doesn't really
I'm
give you that much airtime going over.
I'm scared of heights, but like, I don't know, just you're so locked in with the vest restraints that I don't even like feel it.
Imagine being afraid of heights. Just go to Stratosphere and
Oh, yeah.
do the sky jump. That gets rid of your fear of heights.
No.
Oh yeah, speaking of Heights
Never.
Journey, how was Top Thrill? You said you
Oh,
rode it.
Top Thrill was good. Like Top Thrill is like it's my number 4 at the park, but Power Tower was pretty lame.
Yeah, I don't like the SNS drop towers that much. Like, cause
I
Supreme
was like really excited.
They're so bad.
Supreme meme at Knott's is just literally garbage. It doesn't drop you. It's like it's
Supreme
literally an
meme.
elevator. Yeah, sorry. Every part or every coaster at Knott's I have a nickname for.
I'm sure if you climbed it, it would be more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure he had more fun than the people actually riding it.
Yeah.
Rocket at Lagoon has 2 different sides, I believe. One launches you up and one has the elevator kind of thing.
Oh yeah, if you ever go to Castle Park in Riverside, it has an insane ejector launch. Same thing with Big Shot on the Stratosphere. Those are really strong. The launched ones are really good, but like the regular ones that just bring you to the top and drop you, they drop you so slowly.
They're so
It's
bad.
it's underwhelming.
It's so underwhelming.
I
And then
only
you have-
ever ride the
Then you got
launching ones.
Lexi.
Oh, Smexy, Lexi, and Zumanjaro. And even the old gen
Yes.
Intamin drop towers, like the ones that are like the cylinders, those are good
Yes.
too.
I don't know. I came off like for kind of underwhelmed. I don't know what it was.
Probably because the
Guardian-
gondolas are light.
Guardians at Disneyland actually gives quite a lot of airtime because
Oh, yeah.
it has a seatbelt.
That's way
That's
better
what-
than the SNS ones.
Yeah, I rode Tower of Terror in Orlando. It was great.
The funny thing is,
Also,
on a clear
That's
day,
fine.
if you're at Knott's and you're riding Supreme Scream, you can actually see Guardians. If you're
wait,
facing it.
man.
Yeah, Disneyland and Knott's are really close to each other, and if it's a really
yeah.
clear day and you have good eyesight, you can actually see Guardians. So it's like sometimes you can be riding Supreme Scream and it's like, huh, look, it's a better drop tower.
Basically.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you can't really see it from Guardians because you're inside the building, and then when the window opens, you don't really get that much vision. You can only see what's like
Gar-
right in front of you.
Guardians is way more intense than Tower of Terror, but I like Tower of Terror better because its theming doesn't feel like a universal ride.
Yeah, I really want to ride the Tower of Terror version. I know that the one at Disney World is still Tower of Terror, so hopefully I can ride that before it gets changed. Because I know there's been rumors.
It's really fun. They shouldn't change it. It's
I
really
hope
good.
they don't, because I might be going next year and I really want to try it.
How dare they change the OG?
I know, same thing
on.
with California Screamin' and Credit Coaster. I haven't even ridden that
Ew.
coaster.
The Incredicoaster's only good element is that airtime hill after the launch.
Me, who hasn't even ridden it yet.
The four mid courses.
I go to work
It's
15
good
minutes away
coaster
from that
ride.
coaster every day and I still haven't ridden it.
The vertical loop is so like it has a really bad rattle though.
That's unfortunate.
Scream.
Plot twists, the mid courses on Incredicoaster were only added to make it longer than Voyage in duration.
Is it actually?
Yeah, it's like 7 seconds longer than
Oh.
Voyage.
Oh my.
Nice. Someone asked how long this build is going to take. A very long time. These things always take forever. I feel like building the station takes the longest though because there's a lot of details, and once I start working on the layout it's not that bad, especially with Maverick because it's a small coaster. So like it's not going to take that long. Are you going to any Halloween event? I mean, I don't know if you count it if I'm working, but I'll be at Not Spooky Farm every day. I don't think I'm gonna go to Scary Farm. I might, I don't know. Cause
Not
Scary
Spooky
Farm,
Farm.
yeah, it's kind of sucks. Cause even if you have a Platinum Pass, and I actually don't get admission to Scary Farm with my Platinum Pass or with my employee card. Yeah, Scary Farm is a complete separate event that you have to pay separately for. No matter
I've
what
been
you have. It's so, I don't know.
I've been the only like holiday events I've been to at a park is Lagoon's Frightmares and both of Disneyland's Christmas and Halloween events. But
I've been to
I don't-
Taste of Halloween, but that was the COVID event. Oh, that scared me. Thank you, Fun One, for subscribing. But yeah, I've been to Fright Fest like every single year since 2012 or something. But that's it.
I see.
Only OGs remember when Colossus went backwards and when they put spiders on it.
Wait, they put spiders on it?
They put a giant inflatable spider on the side of Colossus every year for Fright Fest.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And they would also make it run backwards with the old cyclone trains.
Yeah, I heard about the backwards one.
Yeah, I've ridden it backwards with the spider on it. It's so dude,
Wait.
Colossus backwards is actually a completely different experience. It was so good.
Wait, Cyclone's old trains, weren't those the B&M ones, or?
I don't know who made them, honestly.
Yeah, B&M made the cyclone
It's
trains.
so weird.
I think I actually saw them from Scream's queue
Yeah, they're
line.
still there. Magic Mountain still has them because they don't know what else to do with them. No one wants or needs them.
I'll have them.
Yeah, honestly, auction them.
Yep.
I would totally buy one if I had the money.
I remember someone bought like the boomerang car
Yeah.
when they removed it from Knots.
And then Taylor went to that guy's garage to go sit in it.
And then he just left him there.
Yeah, that was funny. Legend has
What
it he's
trip?
still there to this day.
El Toro Ryan, I think it is, has a King to Cost seat.
I really want a piece of a roller coaster. Like, even if it's just a
Yeah.
wheel. They were actually selling pieces of wood from, I think it was at one of the parks I went to. They were selling pieces of wood. It might have been King's Island with Son of Beast.
They were also selling the pieces of track on Vortex.
Oh, no, I'm talking about in the actual shops in the park. Like, I could have bought, like, a piece of... It was either Son of Beast, it might have been at, it was some park... It might have been Great Adventure with Rolling Thunder. I don't remember, but they were selling, like, little tiny scraps of wood that you could have bought at the gift shop for, like, 20 bucks. But I didn't get it because, like, I didn't ride those wooden coasters. So it's like, it wouldn't have meant anything to me.
What do you do the rest of the day? You just carry around like a piece of wood?
Just throw it in your bag. I mean, generally when I go merch shopping, I do it at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Yeah, same.
It wasn't that big. It was literally just like a little tiny, like a box of wood.
Still, like, you need to get a locker for Banshee just because you have wood.
It's like, hey, I got some wood. Do I gotta buy a locker?
I got a piece of a roller coaster.
Can I bring this? Can I bring this roller coaster on the roller coaster?
Is that too
A roller
crowded?
coaster
It's like,
needs to be
besides,
crowded.
can I just leave this here? It used to be here anyways. Yo, if you brought a piece of Son of Beast into the Banshee station, then you're just putting it back to where it used to be.
If you brought that piece of Rolling Thunder onto El Toro, and dropped it on the Rolling Thunder hill, you would you would just be.
Or you could just go through Zumanjaro's queue, because Zumanjaro goes right, or the queue to get to Zumanjaro goes right next to Rolling Thunder's hill.
It's right by the Rolling Thunder hill.
Yeah, it's kind of stupid, because from what I've heard, I'm pretty sure Rolling Thunder was literally only removed so that they could add the queue to Zumanjaro.
Yeah,
That's ridiculous. Why
That's
not,
like such a stupid reason. Like, they easily could have just like cut out a part of it to make the queue go through it.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
It's like
There has to
remove an
be more
entire
to it.
roller coaster for a drop tower that no one even rides.
Yeah, there has to be more to it. There's no
Yeah.
way.
I refuse to believe that.
I have a random stupid roller coaster question.
Yeah, what's that?
If you're riding like something like Rip Ride Rocket and get stuck on like the first mid course, does it still count as a credit?
I mean,
That's what I've always
technically you have ridden it, so. But at the same
You
time,
just don't get the full experience.
yeah,
Not that.
I don't
What if
know.
you get stuck on the lift?
How would
though?
anybody even? Who would even ride Rip Ride Rocket just to ride it? Like that ride.
I'm gonna go have fun riding this ride. Nobody says that.
From
I don't know.
That ride-
bro, the only reason I
bad.
want to ride Rip Ride Rocket is to listen to music.
How about this? Maybe
Yeah.
let's just say you get an evac credit. Let's just say that. It's like you don't get the full credit
Yeah.
credit, but you
Yeah,
get an
yeah,
evac.
yeah.
It's like a separate count.
People
I've
will
So
only
you get
ride-
2 credits from it.
Yeah,
Hey.
basically.
People will only
I've
ride
never-
Rip Ride Rocket for the credit. Just the credit.
Like, unless you're
Then-
mechanical amusements.
I've never been evac, but I'd never want to be. They look terrifying.
Well, I mean, depends where you are. If you're like if it's like a like a non mid-course evac, like think about Joker's
Yeah.
Jinx when that got
Yeah.
stuck, like
Oh, yeah, that
somewhere, like, and they had to evacuate that with firefighters. Like that would kind of suck because, I mean, you know, you're literally getting airlifted, or not airlifted, but cherry picked off the ride. But if it's like on a mid-course or a lift hill, it's like it's pretty cool. I've gotten
Lift
evac'd off
hill-
Revolution.
I just
I'm-
don't know how you go from the take Diamondback, like how you go from looking up and then taking your restraint off and getting to the stairs. I would pass out.
Eh, it doesn't look that bad. I mean, I'm not afraid of heights at all, so it's like I'm the opposite. I actually really like being high up off the ground.
See, I'm like, if like I feel secure and I'm high up, then I'm fine. But if I'm just out in the open, that's when I start to like feel like, okay, I'm not sure about this.
Nah,
Yeah.
I'm the opposite. I love being just exposed high up off the ground.
Or if I'm on like an even surface, it's not too bad. Like on top thrill, like at the tip top, I can look over just fine. But if I'm up there for a while, that's when it's bad. Or when I'm going like up on a lift hill and then look over, for some reason that just makes me terrified. So I just close my eyes because I'm weird.
Just don't, lol. Just kidding. But no, I don't know. It's just heights are weird because it's like I know that I'm not gonna fall, so it's like for me it's just like I don't know what there is to
Yeah.
be afraid of. It's like
It's just
unless
kinda
you
weird.
actually believe that you're gonna like fall and die, then I guess you can be afraid. But like if you fully understand that you know you're safe, then it's fine. That's why I really love drop towers and stuff like the Stratosphere Tower. Because it's like when you apply logic, there's nothing scary about it for me.
I want to get evac'd off a ride so bad, and I got close a couple years ago. So I was at Disney. I was right about to get onto the Indiana Jones ride, and then freaking they stopped it because some people had jumped off the vehicle,
Bruh.
and they had to get evac'd. And I was literally
Oh,
right
yeah.
about to get on.
Who does that though? Like think about spending that much money to go to Disneyland and then just doing something stupid.
Get kicked out.
Just get kicked out. Freaking, you're not allowed to come here for the rest of your life, and
I
also we're
know.
taking your money.
Like,
That
that's
one
just-
kid that stood up on
Like-
that log flume.
Yes.
Yes.
Climbing a Knots Tower makes sense, but that.
How does
Let
climbing the
someone
Knots
climb
Tower make sense?
accelerator next.
I mean, maintenance actually has to climb accelerator because there's no catwalk for it since it was a prototype.
I mean, it's very possible though, because someone did climb stealth. So
Yeah. Well, I'm saying because
Yeah,
maintenance
that's true.
maintenance does actually have to climb accelerator though. So like, yeah, I feel like someone could actually just easily really do it. Especially because Knott's is literally just surrounded by city.
yeah.
Anyone can literally just go. Like, Knott's is such an easy park to break into. Like, I'm sorry, but it just if Knott's was like really expensive and you know people couldn't afford to go there, I'm sure then people would just break in all the time and no one would notice.
Because all there really is
now
is just a fence against a sidewalk.
It-
and you
it
just
is, like,
climb
'cause
that and
I
there
know.
you're in.
Like cause in Camp Snoopy, a lot of the rides are like really close to the fence, and like there's like this one little spike strip on the top, but it's like it's not that pointy or that hard to avoid. Like you literally can just go around it.
Same with Cedar
What
Point.
would
there's just a
the
lake.
hardest part to break into? Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
What would the hardest part to break into?
The hardest park?
Cedar
Yeah.
Point.
Probably a
It's
Disney
literally-
park.
Yeah, either Disney or a Cedar Point.
Yeah.
It's just surrounded by water.
Start swimming in
You
the
gotta
lake.
get a boat and a big ladder.
Well, to be fair, you can actually get to Cedar Point for free if you just go straight to the hotel. Because you can go over to Hotel Breakers for free. Or you can just
How
walk.
do you know this, huh?
What?
How do you know this?
Because I've been.
I'm kidding.
I literally went. Like, they don't. Like, you literally just tell them, oh, yeah, I'm going to the hotel. And they're like, okay, have a nice day. And then you drive along the whole road to get back there. And then you can park in the hotel lot. And then, boom, you're at Cedar Point. and then you could easily just go into the park.
I thought you meant.
Sorry, go ahead.
Never mind.
I was gonna say cause here's the thing, not Wicked Twister, Windseeker. The fence that separates Windseeker's ride area is the same fence that separates the beach from the park. So like, it's a really small fence that you could easily just kind of step over if no one was looking, and you would be in the Windseeker ride area, which could technically mean you're in the park from the beach, and the beach is free to get to. So like, I feel like that's probably the easiest way to get into Cedar Point. Don't get any ideas for anyone listening to this. Don't actually break into Cedar Point.
Please don't.
I just realized something about the Disney parks.
What's
Disneyland and DCA are right next to sidewalk.
Oh yeah, Anaheim is like a concrete city, and then there's just this random magical happy land in the middle of it.
Yeah.
It does a good job of like making you think that you're in some other universe.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't even feel like Anaheim.
Exactly.
Because, like, when you're at Knott's, even though it can be immersive, sometimes, like, in certain areas, like, you can easily see, like, the road, like, right outside.
Yeah, like, literally from most of my control booths, for the rides I do, you can literally see the restaurants surrounding. Like, there's a claim jumper right next to Camp Snoopy that I can always just see. And then there's also the traffic lights that I can see, too, like, all the time. But if you're in, like, the middle of Ghost Town, then it's not that bad.
Yeah, you can't see anything, really.
But then once you ride literally anything, you can see everything else. Like Accelerator, Supreme Scream, Silver Bullet, Ghost Rider, even Coast Rider. They all like make it really easy to just remind you that.
Coast right against it.
Yeah, so is Accelerator.
Hang Time?
Hang Time too, yeah. At the top of Hang Time, you literally just, all you get to stare at is a street. But behind Accelerator.
Yes. We love the amazing view of street.
It's better than a parking lot.
Amazing.
Actually, you do get... Here's the funny thing about Knott's. Knott's literally has a parking lot on every side of the street. Because here's the thing. Knott's is a big square surrounded by 4 like main streets. And then on the other side of the streets, like across each of those streets, is a parking lot. So no matter what ride you're riding, you will always be looking at a parking lot.
Parking lot.
Doesn't matter which direction you're facing, there will be a parking lot in your line of sight. It's inevitable. Unless you're riding Berry Tales.
Yeah, because you're indoors. So.
Yeah, that's like the only ride.
They should just take out one of the parking lots. Boom, land.
No, they actually need all of them though. Like every single one of the parking lots they need. Because the one on the east side is the Soak City lot, but it's also the overflow lot when Soak City's not open. The main parking lots are in the southern side. There's the main lot, which is... The main lot and the marketplace lot are right next to Ghost Rider. Then there's the hotel and the hotel lot. And then there's the southwest lot, which is southwest. Then there's the employee lot, which is the western lot. Then there's the bus and a special event lot, which is north of the western lot. And then there's the main overflow lot, which is north of the park. So yeah, they literally need all of their parking lots.
Yes, that's true.
They can expand into their backstage area. Their backstage area is really big, and like they have a lot of room back there that I don't think they need it all either. Cause like I have to walk through it every day to go to my ride area. So it's what?
With the parking lot thing, isn't Knott's like the highest attendant Cedar Fair park or something?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, it's probably because it's... Oh, yeah, it is.
Oh, it's the only one that's open year-round. I know that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Because I was gonna say, there's no way more people go to Knott's than Cedar Point, but...
It's only because it's open year-round.
Yeah, that's literally the reason. Like, on any given day, Cedar Point's gonna have more people in the park than Knott's. But, like, obviously...
Island.
Yeah. But, like, when Knott's is... Or when the other parks are closed, then, of course, Knott's is gonna have more people in it, because no one's at the other parks.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Ghost Rider's been getting really long lines, I don't know why.
Dude, every time I walk by Ghost Rider, its line just gets longer and longer, I swear. It's so stupid.
I literally had to wait 2 hours and 30 minutes, almost 3 hours for a Ghost Rider night ride.
Why would you do that to yourself?
I don't know. I just wanted that for night ride, and it was actually like hauling that day, so it was really fun.
I respect Ghost Rider night rides are really good.
Yeah, they are, but like it's not
swear
worth
the
2.5
like-
hours though.
Yeah,
It
I don't
was
think it is.
okay. Well, the reason why it probably took that one is typical Ghost Rider line, and two, it was stacking.
Well, I mean,
Oh, they
Ghost Rider
like
always stacks.
stack.
Yeah, all
yeah,
the knots
ops
rides
were
stack.
like so slow. I'm like, just
No, that's just
sit in your
knots.
seat.
Yeah,
That's just
no.
knots.
You know, it
That's
was really
also
annoying. It's like
parks.
dispatch the train. You
'Cause
know,
keep in mind with the West Coast parks, they're open year round, so they're always working. So there's always like
Yeah,
they're always
true.
like there's
Yeah.
never really a drive, you know, to get fast dispatches. Because on the other parks, they're open less than they're not. Like they're closed most of the year, so it's like when they are open, they try to make the most of it.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
But then knots, it's like 24/7, always pumping out trains and stuff. So it's like they just don't care as much. I have
Yeah.
way too many blocks in my inventory. Okay, I'm gonna do the roof now. Yes.
So how many times have you ridden Ghost Rider?
I've been riding
Okay.
Ghost Rider for my entire life. The first time I rode it, I was about 6 or 7 years old, and that was when it was CCI Ghost. CCI Ghost Rider was way better, by the way, because the banking was jankier. Because when GCI redid it, they smoothed out a lot of the banking and made it less exciting, in my opinion.
yeah. I would say the only problem with CCI Ghost Rider, and I didn't really mind it too much, but just for like the general public's viewpoint, is that like it would like jackhammer.
Yeah, people said it was
sometimes.
too rough, so that's why they retracted it with GCI to make it smoother. But now it's so smooth
was
to where
kinda
it's
rough.
not even that intense, though. Yeah, but I like rough wooden
I did
coasters.
too.
I think it
Yeah.
makes them, it
Yeah,
defines them
I
as a
don't
wooden
mind-
coaster.
I don't mind like roughness unless it's like really bad.
Yeah, if it's
roughness, but-
painful. That's
The
when
giant
it's...
Super at Belmont Park, that thing is terrible.
I haven't ridden that yet. Okay,
But like Apocalypse is a good example of like the perfect balance
exactly.
of like roughness.
Yeah. And then
That
rides like El
coaster's
Toro,
overrated.
Mystic Timbers, Gold Striker. Those are all examples that I have too. But oh well. I was really hoping it would get RMC'd. Like when they announced that it was getting a retruck, I'm like, yo, Ghost Rider RMC? But no, then they're like, psych, just GCI retrack. But yeah, Ghost Rider was also going, it was breaking down a lot recently too.
Just like literally all the other coasters in the world.
What? Oh. Yeah.
Right now.
Mm-hmm.
Get back.
So it usually doesn't break down, that's weird.
Yeah, Ghost Rider is very reliable, but like, I mean, I guess because if you go on like, if you go to Knott's just one day, then chances are Ghost Rider will be up the majority of the day. But since I like go there 4 times a week, then
Yeah,
at some
that's
point
true.
it's gonna break down, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hang time is still closed. Accelerator is always having issues. Even the log ride was having issues. So was, dude, Montezuma's. So I was working one of the rides next to Montezuma's, Linus Launcher, and Montezuma's. It was kind of scary. It launched, and then it just abruptly stopped, like right outside the station, and then it literally just got stuck there for like an hour, and then they finally they pushed it back into the station, and then it was down for the rest of the day.
I like how Knott's, like, whenever Montezuma, because it's unreliable because the brakes are pretty bad, like, it won't line up with the actual air gate, so they just push the train, they don't even test it. They're just like, alright, everyone go on board. We didn't even test it, but, you know.
Yeah, usually Zoom is always open, but like, yeah, every now and then it has a hiccup.
Wait, what's open?
Zoom, Montezuma's. Usually it's reliable, but like I said, every now and then it'll have a hiccup. Okay, how does this go? This needs to be higher up. Wait. That's there. And then, oh. Okay. I'm gonna put this right here then.
Back.
Hello, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that ride. When the ride comes to a full complete stop, push down, pull up on your lap bar, and die. I don't know.
Wait, so what rides have you operated?
There's 8 rides. They're all in Camp Snoopy. They're all just kiddie rides. Yeah. It's fun though. How does this... Okay, so... Okay, I got it. This just goes like this, and then I have to install Windows.
Pretty pricey.
Yeah, I'm gonna install Windows on Maverick. Wand. No, wait. It would just be pain. Gray. What is this? Wand. I lost my Windows. Oh no. I wonder what operating system the computers of Knots uses. I bet you they're all Windows. Do we have any Mac users here?
Nope.
No.
Good.
Nope.
I was gonna say that's an instant ban from the server.
I mean,
I don't know how people like Mac. They don't. The mouses don't even have a right click.
They don't
people
even make
afford
gaming
them.
PCs.
Yeah, that means they're automatically bad.
Exactly. Like imagine having a desktop computer that isn't a gaming PC. Like who would spend money on that?
My $600 gaming PC runs better than a $1,200 Mac desktop.
Yeah, seems legit.
to be fair, Macs aren't really made for gaming.
To be fair, no one really asked. I'm just kidding. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, but
like,
if they aren't made for something like that, why are they $1,200?
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
like,
that's
if they're gonna
actually
charge that much, then
weird.
they better put in some quality. But oh well.
It's not, if there's nothing meant for gaming in it, then it's just not high quality. That's how it works.
Yeah,
It just sucks.
they're just trying to oppress gamers, honestly. #1 victory royale. Yeah.
I
Fortnite
want to
without
see
it.
a Mac gaming like PC.
I'm sure someone's done it. They've somehow taken a
I mean,
an
from
Apple
Apple
operating. Oh no, that's never gonna
themselves.
happen.
Would that be like $10,000?
If someone pays $10,000 for a computer just because it's made by Apple, I think they need to see a doctor. Also, here's the cookies for the other people who liked.
I mean,
Apple, all their products are just really expensive.
It's just because it's a name brand. It's like Under Armour. It's like people only buy Under Armour because it's Under Armour.
Yeah.
It's like I was looking for new backpacks at some of the amusement parks I went into because I wanted to get a backpack that's from an amusement park when I go to college. And there were Under Armour backpacks at some of the parks that cost like $70. I'm like, for
Oh,
a
yeah.
backpack.
Why
It is
would you spend that
it
much?
is a backpack, my guy. Okay, so I've got the front of the station pretty much done.
so has
Okay.
anybody ever gotten evac?
Yeah, I got evac'd off Revolution Image Mountain. Wasn't that interesting though, it was just on the brake run. Ooh.
I was
On the
really
lift hill.
close once.
On a lift hill specifically.
On a lift hill? No, I've gotten stuck on a few lift hills though. That's pretty common though.
I got stuck at the bottom of Cannibal's elevator lift one time, but I didn't end up getting evac. It was just down for like 10 minutes.
Oh, unfortunate. Okay, I think this is also gonna be closed up too. Yeah, out of all the coasters I rode, I don't think I got stuck on a single one. Like during my trip, I mean.
Dang.
Surprising.
Yeah. Out of all, I rode, I think a total of like 200, like counting re-rides, I think I got about 200 rides in total. And not a single one I got stuck on.
I'm surprised Dragster was up the whole time you went.
Yeah, I didn't see Dragster go down a single time. Steve went down when I was on it, but like, I didn't really get
I've heard
stuck
that
on
can be
it.
unreliable.
All RMCs are unreliable. People just don't really think about it because RMCs are really good.
Well, especially Elrod, obviously that.
Oh yeah, but
Well, they might have fixed it now, but
it still
that
has
would've been
issues.
cool.
The launch is still the same deal. Okay, there we go. And then
2 credits.
what?
2 credits.
What's 2 credits?
The
Oh yeah,
highest
yeah,
amount of credits
evac
you
credit.
can
Yeah.
have.
Maverick is such a weird exit path. Like you go up and over. Okay, whatever.
But seriously, like if you're riding Red Rocket and like once is your only time you got on it and you got stuck on the first mid course, do you count it in like your credit count?
I don't.
yeah, I've always
I
wondered that.
don't
What would
know.
you do?
That's like
It's an evac credit. 2 credits.
I honestly don't know.
I'm thinking too much about this, but like at the same time.
Then keep in mind, credits aren't technical. That's just something that was invented by coaster enthusiasts.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So it's
But
not.
have you ridden the roller coaster?
Well, yes,
you
but
didn't.
actually no.
Exactly.
Makes
You
sense.
just don't get the full experience.
You get 3/4 of it, or you get like 3/10 of a credit.
And our dueling coasters 2 credits.
I think, I don't.
Oh my.
To be okay, here's the thing: if an amusement park lists that roller coaster as one roller coaster, like think about it, like with Disneyland, they list Matterhorn bobsled as one attraction. There's one entrance, and it's one ride. So therefore, I think it's one roller coaster.
There's actually 2 entrances though.
Well, I mean,
yeah, actually,
well,
so-
kind
And
of.
I mean, like, Twisted Colossus has 2 lift hills.
No.
Well, Twisted
I don't-
Colossus is
that's
one cycle.
Mobius.
That's one
Beast
cycle.
also has 2 lift hills, although the
Beast is
Beast is
2 credits?
considered 1.
Yeah.
Twisted should also be considered 1. It's
Okay.
pretty
Twisted
much
is one.
Beast on
Yeah, Twisted
steroids,
Colossus.
you
Yeah,
know?
no,
It's
Twisted
Twisted
Colossus is
Colossus.
one full cycle though. So is
Okay.
West Coast Races.
Yeah.
I'm talking about 2
And it's
separate
Twisted-
ones.
Twisted
Yeah.
Colossus.
I'm gonna say the most confusing thing you'll probably ever hear is Racer at Kennywood 2 credits.
All I know
Wait,
is
are
Sunday the
tracks
Ride is
identical?
1 credit. It's both sides are the exact same, and yeah, that's 1 credit.
Well, once
Here's
they
the
flip
thing
the
about
train forward,
Yeah, but
Racer,
I
though.
even for me, because I've ridden Superman the Escape before it became Sunday the Ride, and I still just think it's the same ride. Like I don't count Colossus backwards as an extra credit. Same thing with Batman the Ride backwards. I don't think
Oh
that's
yeah,
because I've ridden those, but I don't have those on my credit count. Like Colossus right side, Colossus left side, Colossus right side backwards, Colossus left side backwards. Like no, Colossus is 1 credit. It's not 4. It's like the only
Right.
reason people do that is to make their credit counts bigger.
The
Yeah.
thing about Racer at Kennywood is that it's all one track because it's a Mobius. Like,
Yeah.
you get on one side and get off on one side.
Yeah.
So is
Oh, that's a
it
Mobius.
1 credit
Didn't
or
know that.
2 credits?
It's definitely 1. If the cycle
One.
is just one track that doesn't ever like if there's only one
Yeah.
track, then it's definitely 1 credit. That's not even a question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
You know, if there's 2, like,
It's
layouts.
Yeah, if there's 2
and you
separate
only ride
layouts.
one, you
Like
ride
doing
one and then you have
dragons.
to ride the other, so it's 2 separate credits. 2
But
separate.
at the same
you know?
time, it's 1 track though.
Yeah, it's like you ride one, but then you have a chance to ride another. It's 2 credits total, but when you ride it, it's only 1. You know what I mean?
I think it's just
Yeah.
1 overall. I don't know, but all I know is that I'm done with what I wanted to do today. I finished the exit path and the majority of the stations. So in the next one, I'm gonna just start working on the layout. So hopefully it'll get more interesting from here on out. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this Maverick stream. Hopefully I can actually start building the actual roller coaster soon. If I have the energy next week, because I have like it's 24. No, I have like 30 hours of work this weekend, so that's gonna be a lot.
Bye.
Yeah. But anyways, thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next stream or something. I don't know. Okay, bye.